Hello, happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. Here's the second entry into the Diary of a Real Estate Agent, and today we're going to be talking about proving your value. So I had a buyer that was referred to me. This person was an investor. They were looking for a home to rent out, and they were going to be a landlord. So I connected with them, got an overview of what they wanted, and then the conversation ultimately revolves around, what is this going to cost me? So I told her my services are 3% of whatever the purchase price is of the home, okay? We went, we looked at a few different properties, found a property, a townhome that we really liked. It was 2 beds, 2 baths with a townhome. This property was listed at $179,900. My seller wanted to write an offer at $165,000, and so it was a cash offer. So we submitted the offer, and the seller came back and said, $175,000, that's it. And so I told my buyer, I said, if you're not enamored with the property, let's wait. Something else may come on the market that's more to your liking. We'll just wait, we'll see, right? So anyway, this was right before Christmas. So I told her, I said, we looked at a few different homes. She kept coming back to that townhome. So I said, let's do this. Let's wait till after Christmas. The psychology of folks after Christmas is a little bit different. We'll write another offer, okay? So this time we wrote an offer at $170,000, okay? Now keep in mind, my buyer had told me she was willing to pay $172,000, but because we went away, I think in the aftermath of Christmas, we wrote an offer at $170,000, and the offer was accepted, okay? And so the other thing that's important about this is I mentioned earlier that my fee was 3%. The seller, and it's still fairly common in Aiken for sellers to provide some buyer agent compensation. In other words, they will pay for an agent to represent the buyer. But in this scenario, it was only 2.5%, okay? So my buyer wrote a check for an extra $850 to the brokerage, okay? But being that my buyer was willing to pay up to $172,000, and we got the property for $170,000, then actually she saved in that instance $1,150. So I chalk this up as an agent to prove your value. So that's what I strive to do. I hope this little episode has been informative and you've enjoyed it. I know it's not full of whizzes and whiz bangs and music, but technically speaking, this is all that I can achieve. But I hope you found it informative. Have a great day. Get outside. Spend some time outside. The weather's beautiful, and take care. Have a great day, and I will get with you later at the next episode. All right, bye.